Welcome to the Gym Secrets Podcast with myself, Cale Owen, Mike Ferreira, and Ed Turney. This podcast has one simple goal: make gym owners wildly successful. We have each owned or currently own profitable gyms. And over the past 5 years, we have helped over 5,000 gyms become massively profitable through the secrets we will share on this podcast. And if you listen in closely, we guarantee that you will be able to build a wildly profitable gym. Enjoy. And as always, if you find value in this, do us a massive favor and just share this with other gym owners that you know.
All right, welcome back. The Gym Secrets Podcast topic for the day is a really important one. I'm Ed Turney, by the way. It's Mike Ferrer.
What's up?
Why gym owners actually burn out. And we probably see gym owners talking about burnout all the time. And it took us a very, very long time to figure out what the actual reason was. And Mike has a really very simple insight. Basically, he just flipped his life and made it better. So, Mike, kick us off, man.
Yeah. It was crazy because I was thinking about, why was I in some of the harder days of running a gym, exhausted and I not just exhausted, but like empty, you know what I mean? Like working 8, 10, 12, 15 hours, whatever. And just looking back on it, there was definitely a shift in where it didn't matter how many days I worked or how many hours I was working. I just felt alive and I could attack anything. And I was like, I'm just trying to think like, when did that change? You know what I mean? And I just analyzed like where my time and attention was going. And I think it comes down to this. In the early part of my career, and I think this is similar for a lot of gym owners, is that we prioritize the business first. Number one, we give all time and attention to that, right? And then whatever's left over, we go to the kids next. So I'm just talking about like as a dad, right? Give it to the family. And then after that, it was like, okay, what does my partner need, right? Girlfriend, fiance, wife at the time. So like that was then third in line. Right. And then the last was myself. And that's 100% how I attacked my life, right? How I approached my life and how I maybe didn't intentionally do this, but certainly how I prioritize things. Yep. And that's 100% the reason that led to my burnout for sure. And when I flipped that completely, right, on its head, and I started to focus on myself first, my own health, my own workouts, right? Like the skill sets that I want to acquire as just a person. Then from there, my partner, right? After I knew that I took care of myself, I could show up and be who I wanted to be and just pour into my partner. Then my partner and I would then become a great team for the family, right? And then after that, when I knew my life was in order, things were moving in the direction with my relationships, my family, my financial, right? Yeah. So, just having everything organized in a way where you just feel good about everything outside of work. Then I was all in on building the business in a way that could serve the life that I want. And, I certainly just didn't do it in a day. But when I look back at like what was life like here and what was life like in the later part of my career when things were so much better, making more money and just happier in my relationships, it really is. It's just the reverse of those priorities. Starting with business first was a massive mistake. Right.
And just to like edify that statement. So I knew you in both versions, right? So like, when you were doing okay, you were living inside the gym, doing all the things, stressed out, everything came after that. And then when you flipped it, you became what everyone wants to be, which is the absentee, absolutely free gym owner. And when I say absentee, you're still involved. You're still working with the team, talking to them, having meetings. But like you never stepped foot back in the gym after you made that decision. And your gym then grew and you took home more money as a gym owner that was not actually on site ever, which is something that we all strive to do. But unless we flip that model of how we run our life, it's probably not going to happen. So it seems counterintuitive because, again, in the last episode, we talked about like you learn the wrong lessons. We got rewarded for doing everything and working 15 hours a day and doing every single thing ourselves, but that was the wrong lesson. Just because we got rewarded from a certain behavior doesn't mean it's the right behavior to go to the next level in life and in business. So you have to really analyze what lessons there are. And if there's someone doing it better than you should probably learn from them. And so we both had the gift of being coached by Alex Hormozi himself. And my version of your story is he DM'd me one day and he's like, "Why are you at the gym?" And I was like,
I remember this.
I was like, because it's my gym. What do you mean? He's like, "Stop going to the gym every day." And I was like, I was just confused. He's like, go work on it. He goes, go get quiet time, whether it's morning. He goes, you got to have quiet time to work on it and acquire skills and learn the numbers and all the things. And I was like, it was scary because I'm just being the energy.
I think you love being in that building, right? The energy and
Yeah. And I mean, that changed it. And I started focusing on me and my health and my relationships, and don't have kids. But like, same thing, right? You can form your team better when you can actually show up and not be so stressed. So it is scary. You might feel guilty to not go to the gym. You might feel guilty not to do all the things, but like, get over that. That is a false belief that doesn't serve you. In order to grow, you have to get out slowly, but you got to get out.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, guys. As always, appreciate you. Gym Owners Rule, best entrepreneurs on the planet. If you like this, share with the Gym Owner, Gym Secrets Podcast, and we're on all the other platforms, YouTube, Instagrams, all the places where social media exists. Love you guys. See you next time.
Peace.